What does flow mean to you?
Okay. Again, it's a one that I've had the chance to read a bit about. I would actually, when I was coming in and working on testing the first mobile app version, which was not successful at all. It was how to help people be intentional with their time using the device that is most distracting to people, not you. So pull back for now until I can truly understand how to help people do that. But in the mornings when I was coming in, I would just sit in the CIC cafe and I would read the book that helped me to deepen my understanding of flow. And that's the book by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. So he had done over 3 decades of research work in multiple cultures around the world, understanding this concept of flow, which he coined as an easy representation of what he would describe as optimal human experience. So exciting. Yes, exactly as good as you think it is. And it's not at all what people, climactic experiences are wonderful, but this, exactly as we talked about human flourishing, that feeling that hopefully everybody's had some aspect of, where I was at the limits of my physical and my mental capabilities, maybe both. And rather than ending that feeling exhausted, I felt energized.
Yeah.
That's the feeling, right? I think that's what Nike ads are hoping you get out of this view of having done. Many people relate that only to like high performance athletes. Oh, you'd have to be an Olympic athlete to do that, or you have to be scaling Mount Everest solo with nothing, right? There's certainly people who do extreme things like that only do it if they have developed sort of a love of that. In his work, he found that the conditions to create flow, this optimal human experience, exist 70% of the time for people at work. But they don't, because they don't believe that they can achieve that. There's a simple formula, like a recipe that he used to explain to people how they can create flow. And again, it's like not being able to keep too much in my mind. It boils down to a simple diagram for me when I'm thinking about, like, how can I turn this into a flow experience for myself, even if it's boring or even if it's really creative and hard. It's again a graph.
Okay.
And the graph is related to challenge over here. So how difficult is something, and skill. How well prepared am I for this? Over here in the corner, lots of challenge and not much skill. Anxiety, right? This is intern year.
Yeah.
Right? And then over here is skill and not a lot of challenge. This is a world-class researcher doing their 100th pipette experience for this. In creative fields, exactly the same. How much setup do you need to do? How are you going to be able to film this really difficult thing? How many times do I have to shoot the same thing in order to get the right shot? Those experiences are there, but there's this middle zone in which the challenge that you have matches the skills that you have. And that's the area where flow can occur. And the recipe that you use to try to create flow is to try to break the challenge down into smaller and smaller problems until it matches the skill and helps you grow a little bit. And then when you've matched that, then you try to grow a little bit in the challenge. And many people don't do, but they can.